We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. With McCaffrey now on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. It's last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year at the helm. Brock, what a rookie season he had. Led his team to the conference title game for the first time since 1991. It's Jaden Daniels.
Okay, when you partner a relentless work ethic with elite athleticism, you get Jaden Daniels. He put on an absolute show. One of the best rookie years in the history of the game for a quarterback. And with a work ethic and speed and arm, I don't know why he would ever slow down.
They'll throw first play here with Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
I don't think there's any question about it. You can see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
First down, Washington.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
1st and 10 from the 41. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt in it for the first time. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Krosky-Merritt. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Cox, this is Lane. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Commanders.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
A run now with Krosky-Merritt. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Completed left side to Samuel. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Daniels. He goes right back to Samuel. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A gain of 14. And the Commanders' first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They run. It's Krosky Merritt. They get forward about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Firing quickly out of line, Daniels. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Escapes trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
A 32-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I gotta guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Returning in from the 16. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, a play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss, first play of the game.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. From the gun is Prescott. Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Prescott here from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Cowboys punting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. Nice punts here, up and angled towards the sideline. And this is headed to the sideline, and it'll bounce out of the 7. Wow, great kick. Back out run the Commanders for their 2nd drive of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First call here coming from the shotgun. Krosky Merritt on his own read. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Washington.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. And nothing was going to help him escape that. He gets hit for a loss. 2nd down coming up.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing now, Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
3rd and long for Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
We know in this league you can't start every game with scoring drives, but I think that's a clear picture of why you don't keep this drive sustained. Got to execute on the most important down, and that's 3rd down.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And this one, touchdown inside the 30. Dallas sending its offense out for the 2nd time this game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 31. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down, here's Dak. Screen here for Williams. And he'll get this up to his own 44. Tackle made by Trey Amos.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. This is Williams. And that one Doesn't give him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
He was taken down by Jartavius Martin. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Dak now from the gun. Free inside the 30. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
It's a gain of 38 yards. That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Williams now on 1st and 10. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Another run for Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Dak to the air here. Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This is a 39-yarder. Aubrey puts it through. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
QB runs could be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses. But not for the defense right there. Did their homework. And they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Here's Daniels. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
First down, Washington.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
First down, ball at the 36. A run as cross-key Merritt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. To throw, Daniels. It is caught left side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. Daniels. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So they bring Tressway back out there for another punt. Cavante Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Cowboys about set to take over. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
They've got first down from the 31. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That's caught by Williams. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Dak off the play fake. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Didn't sell the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for 2nd down.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
2nd and 13. Has him on the quick hitter. And he managed what he can up to the 48. Frankie Luvu there for the tackle.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And for the Commanders, a fifth defensive back out there. They're going nickel on third down. Now Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You know, Kate, there was a time when you and I were growing up watching football where a 50-yard kick was impressive. But these kickers of today, they just keep pushing that boundary and showing off incredible leg strength.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Here's Crosby Merritt on the carry. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Daniels from the pistol. He puts some air under it deep down the left. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a second-quarter lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead.
Commanders 10, Cowboys 6.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Brings it in at the 13. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
15 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st down, and they go right back to it. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Marshawn Lattimore up in the secondary for the stop.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They pick the hands off. Now Prescott. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That one hits for 30. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Play action now for Prescott. Looking this fullback now. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
2nd and 3 now. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Williams fields the pitch. And he only gets this one down to the 9. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun is Prescott. He's got it! And in for the Dallas touchdown! The Cowboys take a 2nd quarter lead. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the 1st half of play.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3.
13. Commanders 10.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
The ball carrier. Solomon Thomas made the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play fake here. Daniels. Caught by his back. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's a pickup of 9. And the Commanders will have a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He finds him 6 yards on that 1st down run.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Daniels. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate, that the corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's running for it. He gets him 3 yards as the stop is made here. And is this a spot we could see them go for it? Let's find out.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. The Commanders ready for the punt. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. So this one flies out. No return from him. And they're putting the ball right at the 40-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. Tackle made at the 47.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he takes it down to the 33. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
And the Cowboys, 1st down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
He was brought down.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here he goes on the bootleg. Dump off caught by his back. And they bring him down around the 34.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Prescott here from the gun. It's on target to Williams. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Dak now from the gun. Go to the right side is caught by Ferguson. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Dak to the air here. This throw is caught. And he almost gets to the 5 and goes out at the 6.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
They'll run for this. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
1st and goal, they go option. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. And it's the Cowboys facing 2nd and 5. And he's got a free play here. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside. Defense.
Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will, of course, decline offsides and take the points.
That penalty is declined.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
Commanders 10.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. Jukes one defender. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They put a receiver in motion here left. Throwing on first down, Daniels. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. From the gun, it's Daniels. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. But you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pound that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Press way on to punt. They could really use a good one here. Fair catch, but we can see both a flag and a punter on the ground. Let's see if this is a call for 5 or 15 yards. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this first down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Setting up the screen. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Daniels is going to throw again. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
This throw is going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
They bring way on to handle the punt. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. That's caught by Williams. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 28. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
For a Cowboys.
Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Pass complete to Jake Ferguson. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hanson. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hanson and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
For Washington.
Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Second half starts with a run by Williams. He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stopped by the future Hall of Famer. More All-Pro nods than any active defender, and it's Bobby Wagner.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Draw play. This is Williams. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Now Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Run it out of the pistol. Krosky Merritt. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Commanders' first down.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted. To stop in a quick pass, became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Daniels now on 1st down. Quick slant to Samuel. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Gain of 12.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Krosky Merritt on his own read. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Washington.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders start the 2nd half with some needed points. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him. Had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Gay with the point after. And the Commanders cut it to a field goal game.
20. Commanders 17.
Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Turpin with a return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. That last touchdown cuts their lead from 10 to 3, but a chance to restore it right here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Dak off the play fake. That one's complete over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
They go with Williams on the counter. Breaks through, and he might break away. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Right back to Williams on 1st down. He's off again. And he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too.
Williams now on 1st and 10. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another run for Williams. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the thousandth time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun is Prescott. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Takes out a one-stop. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He's got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Cowboys. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Williams. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 9-point advantage. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it!
You know, it really does, Kate. When you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel it. The whole sideline gets deflated. But I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams. And you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is. So making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important here down the road.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. On the return, this is McCaffrey. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Brought in right side by Moore. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Here's Krosky-Merritt. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Oh, he's going to run for it. He's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Play action, Prescott. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Prescott here from the gun. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. Ryan Anger, the one to send it away. Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Commanders set to take over. They've got 1st down from the 31. Lane motioning left. Daniels on 1st down. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A run. It's Krosky Merritt. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. That big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
17 yards. And the Washington
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 11, and the Commanders will have a 1st.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Here's Krosky Merritt on the carry. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Daniels. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now Daniels to throw. Cox, this is lane. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the Commanders' first down.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion.
Working inside the red zone. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
First and goal, Washington.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Firing quickly out line, Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders shrinking the lead some in the third. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit. The
momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders cut the lead down to just 2.
26. Commanders 24.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Return starts from the 16. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground with Williams. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Protection is always tested against a blitz, especially with all the different ways the defenses today disguise them. Couldn't quite account for the number of rushers that time, and it ends just how you expect. The quarterback needing a little help to get picked up off the grass.
Punting unit out now. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. down before the return gets far. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. They run. It's Krosky Merritt. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line.
Krosky Merritt, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, Washington.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Play action now. Daniels. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Motioning him from the slot right. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Washington first down.
Now Daniels off the play action. He can run it. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll go with the option to the right side. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
A gain of 7.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
A run now with Krosky Merritt. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. His top target, Samuel, has another one. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Moore going to motion over right. Throwing from the gun. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders jump in front now by 5.
Commanders 31, Cowboys 26.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
For Washington.
Short kick here, fielded at the 15. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. The Cowboys about set to take over. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Draw play. This is Williams. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Dak now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Kate, you really do love those 5-yard gains on 1st down. You know what it kind of feels like? Kind of feels like making pars on the golf course on the par 3s. And now, on the par 5s, you can go let it rip.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Straight ahead with Williams. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And 3 yards is all he's going to get. It's 2nd down.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Here's Dak. On screen here to Blue. Juke the defender. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Another Cowboys.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
They'll run the toss for Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Short pass brought in. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. Fullback's got it. Look at the power. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
It's a loss of 1.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
They'll look to run with Williams. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cowboys take a 4th-quarter lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
They're going for 2 here. Dak bringing the Cowboys to the line.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
Cowboys 34, Commanders 31.
Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
On the return, this is McCaffrey. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Daniels. He'll step up, and there he goes. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now they send their back in motion right. Finds him over the middle. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
Complete to Deebo Samuel. A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Commanders' first down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. Completed to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Hits his running back. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That play good for 17 on a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Again, Daniels to the air. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. To the air again, Daniels. This throw is caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 6, and it's third down.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. To throw again, it's Daniels. Dialing up a receiver screen. And that's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a fourth-quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead.
Commanders 38, Cowboys 34.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
For Washington.
Turpin with a return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. First and 10 now from the 30. First down, here's Dak. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
To CD Lamb.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
From the 38. That one is incomplete. Cowboys couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Prescott here from the gun. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
A gain of 9 yards.
It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Throwing again, Prescott. He finds Pickens left side. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory.
Complete to George Pickens. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Give to Williams from the gun. This time they've got it. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
That extra half second, Kate, that's it. You know, we talk about timing in the passing game all the time, the precision. Well, it's the same thing with the draw. If you have too long of a delay, you give a D tackle like that a chance to get home and make a play.
Let's see what they draw up on these 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. That's a 38-yard play for them to move the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. A run with Williams. Got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
Williams, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys needing 4 points. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun is Prescott. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst.
And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
A 3-yard loss.
And that's going to bring up a tough 4th down here that this offense needs to have.
Every sack, every stop has just been like another nail in the coffin. And now, well, now there's only one spot for a nail left. This is their last chance. And that defense, well, they've got this crew on the edge of the cliff. Now can they go finish when it matters the most?
All right, down by 4. They got to have this one on 4th down. Desperation time here. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys have taken the lead late. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
41, Commanders 38.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
On the return, this is McCaffrey. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. First and 10 now from the 30. Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. A stop made at the 36. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
To John Bates. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Third and just 2 to go. Looking to throw it. This blows up on a block. A loss of yards on third. They're going to have to stay out there and try for this on 4.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Here he is to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they do not get a desperately needed first down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. They're headed out now defending not a 2-score lead, just a field goal advantage here. So wondering, Brock, is that going to affect how they approach a chance at closing this one out?
No, I don't think there's any question about it. Yeah, I think if it's a 2-score game, it's run, 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 take every second off and punt that ball. Not now. Now you've got to get to the plays that you trust and believe in the most.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.